Alright, welcome back to Photoshop CS4. I'll show you how to use 3D tools in Photoshop here. I'm going to start a brand new document, Command N, 800 by 600, 722 res, RGB color. That's good. Alright, I have a white background. I'm going to keep that, so I'm going to create a new layer above it so that I don't have to look at checkers. I can see the white background. I like that better when I work. The next step I'm going to do is click and rename this layer, and I'm gonna name that soda can, and I'm gonna go to 3D up here in the menu and new shape from layer, soda can. It's gonna create a 3D soda can for me. You can see that there's a soda can and there's top material, a cap, which is the same for the bottom. Okay, here unfortunately, so we'll have, if we have an opening, we'll have both openings, top and bottom. Here is the tool that you use to rotate, 3D rotate tool. You can get it by hitting key on your command keyboard, and you're just gonna rotate it and see that there's your soda can. Okay. We're gonna double click on the soda can here, and you can type in your name or you can put in some texture. Let's throw in some texture. Let's go in filter, noise, add noise, uniform, and let's go into filter, blur, motion blur. Alright, that's going to be good enough. We'll move this one here, and this is just for fun. It doesn't have to be exactly like I have it, and we'll erase this part here. So we've blended into layers. We have the soda can layer here. We can create a new layer, text layer, let's say, and type in some words. So let's change the color of the text to, let's say, dark blue, and we'll name it soda can, and we'll place it right about here. Make it a little bit bigger. Since text is vectors, we can actually scale it up. You can add a little bit of effects to it. You can, drop shadow won't probably work that well, but you could put in some gradient overlay. Be very, very careful with gradients. You want it very subtle, okay? And you might want to put in some bevel and emboss that goes in, and very little again, and size is going to be very little. There we go. So it's kind of pressed in it, and hit OK. You can also put in gradient on this one. This one you would only want to go up and down, because if you go sideways, you're going to have a seam on the back. Alright, so we have a soda can. We're going to save it, and we're going to close it. This file is actually stored inside of my Photoshop file that I'm working in with 3D. So close it, don't worry. You can always open it back up by double clicking here. So there is a soda can. There's most likely there's going to be a seam there. I'll show you in the next tutorial how to get rid of seams, but there's a soda can. Now for top, you could find the reference somewhere or take a picture of a soda can, and we'll throw it right on top here. Let's say for now I'm just going to draw one. And to get to the top material, I'm going to go cap material, default texture, and here's our cap. Well, how do we know where exactly is our border and everything? We gotta check that. So we're gonna go back, and let's say I'll rotate it so I can see it very well like that, and I'm gonna go and paint in the rim here like that. And these are only temporary marks. We're not gonna keep them, but for now I'm just gonna go cap material, and I will see where this circle goes. Now I can use the ellipse tool to kind of draw a circle. Alt helps me get it from the center, and Shift helps me keep it as a perfect circle. And we have the circle here. You'll have to move it a little bit. And there we go. We no longer need this layer. We can actually paint it white or black. we go. And we can save the file and go and see what we have in the original. So save it and close it and go back, and the top is now yellow. See that? Alright, we have some of that going in there. We have that part which you might want to kind of see, where is that. And let's go in back at the cap material and see where that little part is. And that's going to be here, which is going to be, we'll test it this way. There it goes. So now we know where to put the cap. The cap is going to be right here. So I'm going to go back to the cap material, and beware, this one is not going to be the best one. I'm going to take a chance and draw this. You usually go like this, and then like that. This is not going to be perfect because I'm doing it real fast. Okay. So save it, go back, there's the little soil can. Later on I will show you how to create a bump map and a opacity map so we can actually see through that. For some reason they decided to do the top and the bottom the same, so we have the top and the bottom the same graphic. Alright, so you can't fix that, don't worry about it, the soda can is fine just like that. Alright, I'll post more tutorials. Let me know which tutorials you guys need, and I'll post more tutorials right after this one.